Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have another video using the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe, and the first thing I always do is prime my eyelids, and I'm currently loving this Smashbox Photo Finish lid primer, and when I'm done with applying it I always set it with a little bit of translucent powder. So now I'm going in with the shade MFAO, and I'm not quite sure what these letters stand for, so if anybody knows, let me know. So I'm just blending this shade all over in my crease, going back and forth, and the brush that I'm using is by the brand Makeup Addiction, and I believe it's from their Ultimate Eye Kit. This is a super nice brush, it's very fluffy, and I really like to use this for in my crease. Since it's so soft and fluffy, it applies really soft. So now I'm going in with the shade Buns, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, going to blend this in my crease as well. But now I switched into a blending brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I feel like it's a little bit dense. It's a little bit more dense than the Makeup Addiction one. So yeah, I'm just doing the same thing, blending this all over in my crease, going back and forth. So now I'm going in with the shade Mocha, and I'm going to blend this in my crease as well, but I'm starting a little bit more in my outer V to darken it up. So I'm softly pressing this, and when I'm done pressing this, I'm going to blend this more towards my crease. But I really want to focus like on the outer V, so the product is mostly over there to kind of darken it up. And I'm using that same brush by Makeup Addiction again. And now I'm going more towards the crease all around, because there's not like many product left anymore on my brush, so it's safe to go all over in the crease. So now I'm going with my favorite concealer, which is the MAC Cosmetics Pro Longwear Concealer, and I use it in the lightest shade. And I'm going to apply this on the eyelid. So today I wanted to create a sort of a half cut crease, so I'm not like going all the way on top of my eyelid, but I'm keeping it a little bit more further than half of my crease. Not sure how I say it in English. But yeah, you can see me doing this right now, and I'm using a super tiny concealer brush. So now I'm going in with the shade Beam, and this is so pretty. It kind of reminds me of Nylon by MAC. And I'm pressing this in my inner corner and the beginning of my eyelid. And the brush that I'm using is a MAC 242, my favorite brush. So now next to that I'm going to apply the Sissy eyeshadow, and this is like a sort of rose gold eyeshadow. And oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It kind of reminds me of that pinky shade that everyone is using from the Huda Beauty eye palette. It's really pretty. I do have to mention that I did spray some Fix Plus on this brush to make all these shimmery shades extra pop. But I always do this with shimmery shades. It's just extra pretty, so why not do that? So now I'm going in with Firework eye, and I'm going to apply this next to it and also softly on top of that shade to make sure that these shades melt perfectly into it. And you can also apply these eyeshadows without like making your brush wet, but I just feel like making your brush wet and then apply it makes it look so much prettier, so that's why I'm doing this. So now I'm going back in with the Mocha eyeshadow, and I'm going to apply this in my outer V, and the brush that I'm using is a Morphe M506, and I'm just going to softly blend this in my outer V. And because I have that same shade going on in my crease, it kind of melts together. So now I'm going in with the Sigma Beauty Wicked Gel Eyeliner, and I'm going to apply a thin line above my lash line. And the brush that I'm using is a brow brush by Sigma. So it kind of looks familiar with their winged liner brush. It has the same shape, but I feel like the brow brush is a little bit more flat, and I just find it easier to work with. Especially for creating that sharp line for your wing, it's really nice. So I like to use this to like create my cat wing and fill it in. And then later on I like to go in with a liquid liner, and I use the NYC liquid liner by NYC. And it's really nice. So now I'm going to use the MAC Cosmetics Pro Longwear Concealer again, and I'm going straight underneath that wing to make it look even sharper and clean. And you can see like there was a little bit of that eyeshadow falling underneath my wing, and because I didn't use like sticky tape or whatever, so now I'm just going to clean everything up, and this will make it look super sharp and neat. And I'm going to use my beauty blender to make it melt into my foundation. So now I'm going back in with that mocha eyeshadow, and I'm taking my flat diviner brush from Sigma Beauty and I'm pressing this straight underneath my lash line. And because this is a super flat brush, it will really make sure that the eyeshadow stays super close towards your lash line. So now I'm taking the shade Buns and I'm going to use this shade to blend it out. I'm using a super tiny pencil brush from Dose of Colors, which is so nice for blending in your crease, or like what I'm doing right now to blend out your lower lash line. So I'm just going to sweep my brush back and forth until I find it looks well blended out. So now I'm going back in with the Beam eyeshadow, same as I used for the inner corner on my eyelid, but now I'm going to pop it more in the inner corner and underneath my lower lash line. And I always feel like this makes the whole eye look complete. So now I'm going in with the shade Sissy, and I'm applying a very slight amount underneath my lower lash line, so the transition from the Beam eyeshadow towards the matte ones looks a little bit more soft and nice. And now I'm going in with Abies, which is the black matte shade, and I'm going to apply this a little bit in the outer V underneath my lower lash line to make the wing connect more with my lower lash line. So now for my waterline, I'm going to use this Eye of Horus nude pencil. And normally I always use the Suiva one, but I'm currently testing this out and I'll let you guys know if I like this one more or I will go back to my Suiva one. And for my lashes, I'm going in with my Anytude fluffy lashes. I applied them off camera. And this is how the end result looks with lashes on. I really hope you enjoy watching. I want to thank you all for all the love on my previous videos. I was so happy when Jaclyn Hill shouted me out twice. I mean, this is like a dream for me. She's my biggest inspiration, and I want to thank you all for like making this happen by tagging her. You guys are seriously the best. And yes, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!